A little bit of patience brought me back to life. A little bit of patience brought me back to life today. And also, a little heads on up, we do have KALA starting to get a little bit weaker, team. And this is a play, as I've talked about, that I want to actually start looking for entries on the short side. So I'm actually going to do a 250 share short over on KALA to just kind of start things on off and look for this one to start fading its way on down. And I do want to see if that is going to continue to fall. That is one play that I think, could definitely get some more weakness behind it and slowly fade itself on down. 450 shares over on KALA. Looking to see if this one's going to be able to dump, in the near future. I think, it already had a big spike, a big, huge spike from yesterday, big morning spike, and I want to see if this one's going to fade on off throughout the day. I'm going to be holding KALA for a little bit. We just have all this room to fall. When we take a look over on KALA, go to a 60-minute time frame, guys, we have gone straight on up. We have at least room to fall back down to $40, $39, $36. We have so much room to at least fall back on down towards this area. Not going to happen very quickly. Just waiting for a slow fade over on KALA, and as long as we again continue to slowly fade, I'm not going to again have any sort of worry whatsoever. We know that we got this downtrend. The top right here is all the way up towards around $47, which we don't want to go back up to. We don't want to go back up to $47. We're ultimately looking for the drop back down towards around like $36. That's where, I would like to be able to sell my shares.
4 hours later.
I am still in on my KALA short. I have been in on my KALA short throughout this entire day, and I am in at the price of $45.81. Now, KALA, for anyone that is confused on why am I shorting this play or what am I looking for on this short, I'm looking for this one to obviously drop. KALA has gone from $3, has spiked all the way up towards the price of $56, and I'm looking for the reversal back on down. If we break this stock down the best we can, how crazy is to think about that there was already one time that KALA looked like it was about to hit its high. It came all the way up to $45 and came crashing on down, crashing on down, crashing on down, and fell all the way down to $28. Then we spiked all the way up towards again $56. Now again, I'm looking for the crash on down, at least back down to somewhere sub $40. If we can have a sub $40 drop, every single dollar that we drop is going to be a $500 profit. So if we fall $2, that's $1,000. If we fall, let's say $10, that's $5,000. So if a stock goes from, let's say, the price of $3 all the way up to $45, and we went on a $42 climb, is it shocking to say maybe we're going to fall back down to $40, maybe $35, maybe in time $28, maybe back down to $23? I don't think that's shocking. I think, most likely this play is going to have a very good chance of crashing on down. And when I take a look over on KALA, I can see that it already went on a very nice spike this morning. I could see it had a very nice spike in pre-market, and I can also see that KALA also has lower highs. So looking over on KALA right now, we can see that this play is building lower lows. We can see that this stock is starting to get weaker, and the main goal of this play would be to crack $45, close underneath $45, and really start dipping down to end off the day to show that momentum is selling on off and this play is getting weaker. So KALA, we will keep this one on watch, and I will hold this one overnight, especially if it closes off right around this like $45 mark. Now, holding a short overnight is always dangerous. I gotta be honest with you, and especially if anyone is just saying, hey Deck, we've never seen you hold a short overnight before. If you are, let's say, brand new to TradeCaster and you guys have only been here the last few months, and the reason why holding a short overnight is dangerous is because of this reason and this reason only. Numbers can go up forever. If I have a $1,000 account, how much money could I lose if I buy a stock at $1? Well, if I buy a stock at $1 and all of a sudden a bad press release comes on out and it says this stock is a scam, it's worth nothing, and every single person sells their shares, what's the lowest it can fall? The lowest it could fall is $0. You can't go underneath $0. The most money I could lose is $1,000 because that's what I invested. Now let's think about shorting. Shorting, on the other way, is scary, a little bit more different, because what if you are shorting thinking that this is a scam company and all of a sudden they come out with a press release that says, hey, Apple is partnering up with them. They could go from $1 to $2, maybe to $3, maybe to $10, maybe to $20. Instead of you just losing $1,000, how much did you just lose on the upside right here? Now you're down $19,000. And you might say, Deck, I don't have $19,000. Well, then, you shouldn't be shorting that play overnight. The thing is, people have gone in debt before from shorting plays overnight. People have lost everything by shorting plays before overnight. And it is very scary. It is very dangerous, but you also can get some of the greatest profits. Now you might say, say, well, Deck, would my broker just sell my shares? Nowadays in 2022, yes, a broker will most likely sell your shares for you if you ever lose all your money, but I'm not sure how it would work overnight. Things could definitely start getting weaker overnight. You might not be able to get out. You might wake up and still be down a huge amount. So we just had KALA. I'm watching this one now. KALA is getting a little bit weaker. Let's see. Is KALA going to get the dump here, guys? KALA, are we going to get the dump and start making some big profits? KALA, come on. Let's see if this one can dump on off. See if this one can start getting weaker. We're currently up right now, $903. So guys, great start right here over on KALA as this one is starting to fade, is starting to get weaker. And let's see if we can crash all the way on down towards maybe like sub $40 today, right? We just had a nice, weak sell-off. We just had a nice little crack right there. We just went from $45, cracked $43. But remember, we're still red on the day. Why are we still red on the day? Because we did lose HKD. As you guys know, I'm always going to be transparent. I always show every single win. And I also show you guys, of course, every single loss. It's all right here. So what do I need to do? I need to, again, be able to make a $3,000 profit over on KALA to kind of get back to, again, even. And that's what we'd like to be able to see. Right now at this moment, we are up over $1,000 over on KALA. I want to see $38, $37, $36. Think about the money that we could be able to make over on this play. Patience, 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 patience. And this is one of the biggest things that we need to understand, guys. Let me ask you guys a question. I think, and I'm going to take a guess here, the 90% of people who lose in stock trading. Obviously, they're all at different levels of experience and such, but I'm also going to say that a majority of people who, let's say, who know the ropes, who know the strategy, who know what to look for, a majority of these people, the only thing that they don't have going for them is patience. That's it. I went over this morning, and I don't mean to repeat myself, but I just know we have sometimes a different afternoon crowd, is we take a look at all of the plays from this hot week, and we take a look over on all these hottest plays. Let's just go back to a 15-minute time frame here, and I'd say, all right, everyone, take a look over on MSGM. MSGM went straight on up and came crashing on down. And I say, everyone, take a look over on RSLS. And everyone takes a look over on RSLS, straight on up. And as you guys can see, it comes straight all the way back on down. And as I go through a lot of these guys, right? ATNF, another one that actually is getting a nice rip right here. But before that, right, what do we have? Straight on up, straight back on down. What else do we have going on with some of these plays? We've been able to see LHDX. Who remembers LHDX right here? LHDX, this was a one that, a very big rip and run. And of course, what did we see? We saw LHDX. We take a look at this play, straight on up to straight back on down. So for me to say, hey guys, let's look for a potential short on KALA, a stock that went on a massive rip and run. Is it shocking that, Deck's looking for a possible short? Is this shocking that, Deck's looking to see if this one's going to fade on off? This should not be surprising. But the thing that I think most traders, why they're not winning on KALA, is they didn't have the patience to be able to hold up and be able to say to themselves, hey, you know what? Let's keep on holding to make some nice money here. So guys, right now, I'm currently up $1,600 at this moment. So let's see if this one can continue to keep on dropping here. We're still getting some weakness. We're still seeing this thing fade on off. We're still seeing some nice dropping at this moment. And KALA so far, there's a nice little sell-off already. We came all the way on down towards 42.11. So right now we're currently up $1,500 on this trade. We do have large spreads, and that's kind of what makes this stock a little bit difficult. KALA starting to dump. KALA, guys, dumping on down to $41. KALA down to $41 now. We're currently up almost $2,000 on this trade. Look at KALA right now. Guys, KALA dumping at this moment. We just came all the way on down towards 41.14. So we are still dumping, currently up $2,100 on this trade right now. And we still have a little bit more room to fall. What? $41 seems like it's kind of like the main support line at this moment. KALA right now, still getting weaker. KALA still starting to drop. Let's see, can this one keep on falling? How do we know that a stock is going to break out? A stock will break out whenever we see this. Whenever we see goes on up, comes on down, goes on up, comes on down, and every single little higher low is higher than the last one. So every single low right here, this one is a little bit higher than this one, and this one's a little bit higher than this one, and this one's a little bit higher than this one. This is showing that the stock is still moving up. If you ever want to just be very clear, always look for, let's say, that higher low or that lower high. For instance, if I see that a stock is doing this, if I see that a stock is falling on down, spikes on up, falling on down, spikes on up, falling on down, spikes on up, falling on down, what is that showing me? Every single high is lower than the last one. So the thing is, this is now showing me that we are actually heading on down towards the red side and that we're most likely going to start dropping on down. Can anyone see that over on KALA today? If I again put KALA in a 3-minute time frame, can you guys see how we had one spiking high and it came on down, and we had another spiking high and it came on down, and we had another spiking high and it came on down, and we had another spiking high and it came on down, and every single one of these was on a lower area than before? Well, if that's the case, that's where we're able to make, a nice trade. That's where we're able to make a nice profit. That's where we're able to say to ourselves, oh, wow, okay, I can start seeing this coming the way I want it to come. So KALA right now, this play, again, a little bit of a dip buy, a little bit of a bounce play. Reason why it's getting a dip buy, reason why it's getting a bounce play is because it did just fall from $45 down towards, again, $41. Nice $4 crack right there. And of course, we still are up about $1,700 on this trade. So far on the day overall, I'm still down $1,200. But, we will see. Can we get weaker? Can we fade on down? Guys, KALA is still dumping at this time. Guys, KALA, what are you guys thinking for myself? Should I take my profits when I get back to even on the day? Or do I keep on holding for this one to keep on dropping? Guys, we are coming down towards $40 here, and I'm almost back to even on the day. I'm down $300 on the day, and that's it. So KALA, this one still getting weaker. And if we start cracking $40, I might just take my profits, start fresh, and say, you know what? I made back a $3,000 loss on the day. Guys, look at it go. Look at it go. We are down towards, again, $39.25, guys. Look at this, guys. We're currently up $2,900. We might actually be able to go green on the day. We're down $100 on the day. We're down $100 on the day right now, team. Guys, we are now up in profit. We are now up in profit on the day. Let's see if this thing keeps on going lower. Underneath $39. Right now, team, this is still dropping right here. This is still getting weaker. Guys, it is still dropping. Guys, we are now up in profit on the day. Woo! KALA, a little bit of patience ain't no ever hurt nobody. A little bit of patience ain't no ever hurt nobody. KALA, let's see how much lower can this thing go. All the way on down to $38 now, $38.75, and we are seeing this thing still fall apart. $39.16. We're now up on the day. Let's see if this thing can keep on going. Guys, we are at $38.84. $38.84 now. Ooh, guys, KALA. Hey, a little bit of patience brought me back to life. A little bit of patience brought me back to life today. Guys, we're going up even higher. $3,500 now. $3,500. Let it collapse. Let it fall. Let it fall, baby. We are now up $500 on the day. We have now fallen almost $10 on the day, and we're still getting weaker. Let's see if we can push ourselves on up. We're up almost $700 on the day. We had our early morning loss of $3,000, and we've made it all back now. We are now up $700 on the day, and it looks like we may accelerate in the sell-off. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, boom, I'm taking my profits. Guys, I'm taking my profits, ladies and gentlemen, and I was just able to make $3,410 on the day. I'm getting out right here, taking my gains, and ladies and gentlemen, I am finishing in the green on the day, $400 in profit. I am in the green on the day, made back a $3,400 loss, all from, again, this big crack right here.